We are Lockie and Ash, two Australians stuck in Austria in our van during the corona crisis. It's day 31 and restrictions have eased, allowing us to renovate our van.
Join us and watch along as we renovate our van Tommy in a quick 9 days. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to rip out the roof, the walls, disconnect all the lights, the fans, and try and redo things, redo the insulation a bit better. So to give you a bit of background information, the ceiling was rotting because insulation was actually dripping water or condensation from the colder months onto our ceiling material and causing it to rot. Same with some of the walls, the condensation was running down the side of the walls and coming out these where the joiner pieces are in the walls and then causing rot. So to start off, we're just going to be taking down the fans, lights, disconnecting the electrics, the cupboard's going to be coming out, but all the power is still going to be on so we can run our fridge or keep our food all safe. So we just ripped the cupboards down and we've just found on this side especially just a big massive barrier of mold. It is gross, but at least they're down now and we can fix our problems. And actually disconnect all these lights without having to turn off the electricity. One of the reasons why is because it is only 12 volt. It's not really going to hurt you at all. And the second reason is because our feed for the power actually goes down to this switch over here. So it goes down there and then from the switch it comes up here. So there's no risk of being electrocuted, even because it's 12 volts, it's not going to electrocute you. So day one, we've just hit smoko. Ceiling's out, just about to get the walls out, have a bit of lunch. I've told the apprentice. Make the sandwiches. She actually makes the best sandwiches in the world. Something about sandwiches that when they're made with love and they're just beautiful to look at, they taste that much better. Whereas if I make a sandwich, it's not a good sandwich.
Alright, so we're about 3 hours into the renovation and we've already lost a tool and can't find it anywhere. Lockie is notorious for losing tools and his memory's not great. It's a real big scavenger hunt to find things sometimes. So it'll be interesting to see how many tools we lose during the whole process, because when we initially did the van build and we had all brand new sets of things, by the end of it we were lucky probably to have half set. So good luck to us, I think.
So we're just staining all our timber that's going on the ceiling now, making it waterproof so nothing is going to cause a problem now. So basically we've got this stain from a hardware store and we're just laying out our slats here, painting them all. We'll put the slats on the roof tomorrow and then we'll give it another coat straight over the top tomorrow morning. Alright, day one is done of the renovations. We've ripped out the roof, the walls, painted the wall cladding and stained the roof cladding and put waterproofing on the back. So we've had a pretty productive day. Almost ready to put the walls back on. A few little final touches. I've got to move the kitchen out a little bit to get in behind there and take the walls off there as well. And then we're basically going to be ready to slap the new walls on. Fixed up the insulation in here, so that's already done. And yeah, things are going really well. It's only been 1 day, so hopefully after a few days we'll be done. Morning guys, it is day 2 here of renovations and we've just pulled out our power on the kitchen and we're moving the kitchen a little bit to the left so Ashley's got some more room when she sits down for dinner. So it's a bit of a challenge here, if you can see. I'll show you in a second. There's a big, like a bump in the steel of the metalwork, so we've got to cut out a little hole in the back of our frame again. And yeah, we're actually going to be replacing this whole back piece of the kitchen eventually as well, because nothing's going to match up anymore now that we've moved it. So it's a bit of a hassle, but it's going to be a bit better because we're going to have a splashback now. It's going to sit up to about there and we'll put some stick-on tiles on it and it'll look really schmicko. So yeah, hopefully today goes good. Alright, so we're basically ready to put the ceiling on now. We've just got the slats down on top of the bed. I just put a few here to get them all prepared. We're going to start from the right hand side and work our way over. We're not going to get to the center line and then work our way across, because it doesn't really matter too much. If one of the joists is perfectly in the center, it doesn't matter. So we're just going to start on the right because we know it's square there, and then we're going to move our way through, screwing and nailing all the way as we go. But first, coffee time. Starting at the top, we're working our way down. So far, this is how far we've got. Same on that side. So yeah, and then after we finish this bit, we'll probably continue on with the roof going forward. So it's going pretty good.
What's going on here?
Day's finished, just having a beer.
Did I tell you you could knock off? Day 4. Yesterday we got the roof finished. Lockie's almost finished the last bit of the wall. Yesterday before we finished up, I just puttied up all the holes and the gaps. Once Lockie's finished this, we should be right to sand and hopefully put a coat on the roof so I can pop the big cupboards back up. So I've just taped up all the cupboards and that so they don't get wrecked when Lockie's painting the roof, because we don't want to get stain on our nice white cupboards, because we don't want to have to redo them as well.
So we're putting on our last coat of stain now, which is on the roof. So we're going over our holes and everything, and it's going to look really good. It's coming up pretty good over there. So.
End of day 4, we got the ceiling painted, the rest of the wall in, and the first coat done, and we've got the big cupboards back up on the wall. So it was a pretty productive day. So bring on tomorrow and we'll be a step closer to finishing.
Alright, we're on to day 5 of our renovation, guys. Today we're going to be kicking off with doing our light switches, getting our lights back in and our fan covers back on. After that, I'm just going to silicone or use no more gaps around all the edges of our cornices just to get that precision job done. So to cut out all our light switches and all that, because now we just got the cables coming through a hole, we're going to use this bad boy, which is a skill saw, and we're going to use that, and then we're going to tape up the roof to do our silicone properly. taking off all the slats, undoing the corner pieces, and we're going to flip the bed around so it's going long ways, not crossways. So I've got new bits of timber there, cut, ready to go. We're just going to take the side pieces out, put the new ones in, and then put everything back together. So hopefully it shouldn't take too long.